Well, back here in Lee County, our barrier islands also took a big hit 2 years ago from Hurricane Ian and this week from Hurricane Helene.
The Category 4 storm caused some serious damage to the areas that were still hard at work to recover from the previous storm. Wink News reporter Ashley French is live from one of those places, Sanibel Island. Ashley, we know tonight some people are still recovering from Ian, and now they also have to clean up after Helene.
Annette and Taylor, that's right. One family I spoke to earlier this evening was pretty much in the beginning stages of rebuilding their home from Ian. Now with Hurricane Helene leaving its mark, it's now set back their progress quite a bit. September 28th of 2022. When the lives of people in Southwest Florida were changed drastically by Hurricane Ian. 2 years later, progress has been made, but the emotions of some still recovering on Sanibel Island remain heavy.
A bit of mixed emotions. You can see it's getting sunny now, so it's a beautiful day on Sanibel, but obviously you can see what's here, the aftermath of Helene 2 years after Ian.
Noel Manley and his wife Casey moved into this home in 2020 from Seattle, Washington, ready to enjoy their next chapter on the island. 2 years later, Hurricane Ian changed everything.
We weren't able to get to our home until 8 days after the storm. We got here and we didn't know what to expect. We actually got to our house and we saw that the front door was blown in. And from there, it was sort of like your heart sinks.
Their small one-story home suffered significant damage from the inside out.
Everything's just a mess. Everything's just disorganized, thrown all over the place and sopping wet, covered in an inch of sludge. And we pulled things out of the house, put it in the trees to help them dry. You go into sort of just a state of mind like, what can I do?
Now the aftermath of Helene, mostly left water damage to their yard and home, has set them back a bit.
Helene probably sets us back maybe a couple months, but it definitely doesn't set us back. We'll go forward. We just need to figure out what's the right thing to do in this case. And we'll work together and figure that out.
Despite all the home repairs that needs to be done, they're still optimistic about the future and ready to lend a helping hand to others affected.
We know what it's like back in Ian, right? When you didn't know where you're going to stay that night or where you're going to be tomorrow. So in this case, we'll do what we can to help them out.
And the hope here continues to remain positive as folks continue to rebuild here on Sanibel Island. And just the positivity just remains just positively contagious as they work to rebuild with unbroken hope. Live on Sanibel Island, I'm Ashley French, Wink News.